Howdy y'all, back again. 2 vids in a row. I have a couple of hours to kill today, so I thought I'd knock out a couple of videos. This one is another contest entry. It is for Drahcir's Comics and Things 100 subscriber contest. Richard is a guy that just came in, just a few weeks ago, and I think it really speaks to the quality of content of his channel that he's hit 100 subs so quickly. Goodness gracious. And I'm sure you're well on your way to 200 by now. Richard, I'll have to look into that today and see where you are as far as your numbers are. The rules are you have to be subscribed to his channel. Check. 18 or older. Check. I just turned 21 the other day. Had my first drink of alcohol. It was pretty nasty. The third rule for submission is give a shout out to a channel with 75 subscribers or less that you really are excited about watching. And that, for me, is Tito. That's Kingdom Comics. Big fella down there in Texas. He has a lot of similar tastes in books that I have. Very friendly and engaging guy. I really look forward to watching his new videos when I see them pop up in my inbox. Get really excited about that. So Kingdom Comics Tito, there'll be a link down below. Of course, I'll also put a link to Richard's contest video down below. Yeah, number 4 is he asked everyone how we think his name is pronounced, and as soon as I saw it, I just immediately said Drahcir, which is of course Richard backwards. But it's Drahcir. Drahcir's Comics and Things. Hell yeah, I know that channel. Yeah. I'm going to skip number 5 and go to number 6. I'll get back to number 5. But number 6 was the last question, and that is if you could have a character sketch, any character sketch, and why? That's a big question. Big question. And I had to kind of put myself in the now about it, and that leads me to say that so many of the artists that I would like to have a sketch from are no longer with us. Gil Kane and Joe Kubert and John Buscema and Will Eisner. You know, some of my old heroes from, when I was a kid. But anyway, having said all that, still kind of tough because there's a lot of great artists out there that I've admired for years. Mike Mignola leaps immediately to mind. Frank Miller. But I would have to say I would give my right arm, which is a good thing because I'm left-handed, I would give my right arm for a Bernie Wrightson Swamp Thing sketch. All right. I think a lot of folks out there, excuse me, mustache hair. I think a lot of folks out there know that I'm a decades-long, deeply devoted Wrightson disciple. My love of the Swamp Thing goes all the way back to his original 10-issue run. Bernie Wrightson. I know, I'm always, worshiping at the altar of Gil Kane and all, but every once in a while I have to sneak away from the altar of Kane and go see Bernie. So yeah, there you go. Swamp Thing sketch by Bernie Wrightson. And back to number 5, show your favorite cover from your collection representing the decades. Now, I got to preface again, me being exclusively a cover collector for the last 25 years, that it's an impossible task. Anytime I've made any kind of videos regarding favorite covers and all that, I have to give myself kind of a broad little elbow room, right, as it were. But let me just get started here. I'll just roll through these. This is a book that I just got, a couple of weeks ago. It's kind of my warm-up book for getting back into collecting for 2017. This is from 1959. Wonderful Gil Kane cover. I've had my eye on this book for many, many years. I'm glad to have it. That's the only book I can show you from the 50s. And I'm pretty sure that it's the oldest book that I have left in my collection. The days of Golden Age stuff, I had a couple of books from the 40s and even one or two from the 30s. Oh, those days are long gone. But there's represents the 50s. Here comes the 60s. We've seen these before. And again, this for me to take the time, whittle it down, it's an absolute impossibility. And it would take me days to get through, my stacks. Here's a couple of uber classics from the 60s, 70s. Lord, yeah, same thing. There's just way too many things going on. I just grabbed the first things that I ran across, really. Well, I don't want to say just grabbed whatever. It wasn't whatever. There has to be the mark of uber greatness for me. 1970s, yes. This was my favorite years of collecting. The years 72 through 74 in particular. If I could relive 2 years of all the decades of comic book collecting, it would be 72 through 74. That was just my golden age as a child, and all the wonder and joy that I got from collecting comics. Now we'll get into the 80s. Again, it was hard to choose, but I just grabbed a few here. Kitchen Sinks Spirit #1. Great book. Great cover. Here's a Flash 340. Again, didn't put too much effort. Or didn't dig too deeply, I should say. Just pulled out some of the uber greats from the 80s. I just showed this the other day, but here's an example of what I was talking about, the pink strike and the purple strike, right? I got one of each. Yeah, pink, purple, right? My uber beloved Daredevil 182. Okay, here's the 80s, moving right along here. The 90s get a little hazy for me because I wasn't collecting at all in the 90s. Well, I shouldn't say it all, as evidence. I did buy a few books. There's a beautiful Mike Mignola cover. Spirit, the New Adventures. I hope I'm not wrong on this. The signature on the cover says 1998. So I'm assuming this book was published in the 90s. Silver Surfer 133. Beautiful, beautiful book. Indeed. Now we get into the 2000s. We'll just roll through a short stack here. Look at that. Swamp Thing. Captain America. Right? Uh-huh. Action Comics 800. Blazing book. I got about 6 copies of this. I didn't bother to grab them all. I just showed this 5 minutes ago when I made a video. Adam used Catwoman, Deliciousness, Hulk Smash. Yeah. Oh my goodness gracious. Wolverine 58, Arthur Sudam cover. That's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful book. Yes. Iron Man 400. I think this is in the 90s or the 2000s. I'm sure it is. I'm starting to second guess myself now. Beauty, eh? And finally, just a couple more here. We get into the 2000 teens. Batgirl number 6. This was one of my little hauls from my comic shop late last year. November, December. Harley Quinn number 4. Beautiful Bill Sienkiewicz cover. That's pretty damn new, actually. That's about the newest thing I've got here in the stack. And another one of my from my comic shop hauls late last year, the Alex Ross variant cover for Dynamite's The Spirit number 1. Okay, now, Richard, hope I'm not disqualified for showing more than one, but again, that's just how I roll. I am exclusively a cover collector for the last 25 years. Someone says cover, I gotta go with covers, plural. That's just the way we roll. Anyway, great contest. Congratulations, Richard. Love your channel. I know you're going to get hundreds more subscribers, and I hope you're going to stick around for the long haul because I really, really enjoy your channels. I really dig your style of collecting, the variety of it. Love that stuff. Think we got her all? Yes? So, thanks for watching, everybody. All necessary links will be below. And I might make one more video here. I feel real pumped up, ready to go. So, let me collect myself, and I'll get back to you shortly. All right? See you all later. Bye-bye.